Yo, people, man, I've had a bit of a mad one. I think I got into a bit of a fender bender after the game, and I think it was the excitement of the win. But, hey, that's a different story for a different day. We move. Yeah, man, brilliant performance, man. 3-2. 3-2 definitely flattered them, man. Sorry, I think, like, my voice might sound a little bit different because I was shouting and celebrating and whatnot, but anyway. Yeah, 3-2 was definitely a flattering result, man. I felt like that was more of a game where we should have won 4-0, and it was very much well on the way to being that. First half, I think, yeah, we just outplayed them, man. Tottenham couldn't really lay a glove on us, really. I think we just dominated the midfield. I think that's where the game was won. Defensively, we looked solid. And going forward, we were causing them all kinds of problems, man. I think Havertz was brilliant today, man. His hold-up play, he actually scored a disallowed goal in the first half, and I think he was just very sharp throughout. His movement was good. And he's looking. He's one of our best players in a minute, man. He's definitely in our strongest 11, and he's definitely keeping certain players on the bench. And listen, another derby day, another goal for Kai Havertz, man. I thought to me, I don't know who got man in the match. I don't think he got it, but Kai Havertz was definitely my man in the match. Bukayo Saka, again, another North London derby goal. He loves the goal against Tottenham, whether it's home and away. Yeah, he was fantastic today, man. Like he was the other day as well. He's always a threat. I mean, people will be criticising him a lot this season. I feel like the hatred or the hate towards him is very forced. What's that? 19 goals now in all competitions. 19 goals. 14 assists. In the league, he's got 15 goals, 9 assists. I mean, people are saying he's fallen off or he needs to do a bit better or all types of rubbish. I mean, the numbers just say it all. These people are just hating on him and talking shit for no reason. Like, Starboy is Starboy, innit? Yeah. 3-0 up, we're cruising, comfortable, until Raya goes and makes that mistake. That gives them a goal back, which obviously gives them a boost, and they look like, that definitely gave them life, and it definitely gave them impetus, and they looked more dangerous after that, because they was not in the game at that point. And Ray is kicking. I mean, it's funny because we brought him in for his footwork or his ability on the ball, but since he's come into the club, that's not what I've been impressed with him. If anything, that looks like his worst attribute. I mean, with his feet, we're on the ball. Ramsdale actually looks a little bit better than him. I think Ray is a better overall keeper, I think he commands his box a little bit better than Ramsdale. He catches crosses a bit more, whereas Ramsdale flaps it a little bit more. But when it comes to the footwork side of things, I'm not really that overly impressed with Raya. I think what he did today, I've seen him do a couple of times this season. Whether or not that's led to a goal, but he has put us in trouble with his kicking and his general decision making. I mean, it was his poor decision making that led to Bayern Munich getting the equaliser a couple of weeks back. He has to sort out that side of his game, because today it was like he was caught in two minds, and that was like the other day at Bayern Munich. Like he just doesn't know whether he needs to stick or twist. That's something he needs to look at in the close season, because he's cost us a few goals with this way. I'm not saying it's a major issue or major problem, but yes, things like this is not leaving me overly convinced by him. Yeah, man, I haven't really got much to say like on a negative sense, because I feel like 3-2, the penalty's a penalty, but I don't think they would have scored twice. I didn't think the game would have ended the way it ended if they didn't score. If Raya didn't have made that mistake. I felt that they gave him an input, because Spurs wasn't even in the game. It kind of looked like they were just resigned to losing. That goal that they ended up getting, it did give him a lift, and it did basically give him a boost for them to try and grab a second. And that's where the penalty came from. I think if that didn't happen, the whole thing with Raya didn't happen, I think that we would have went on to win 4-5-0. So if I've got a negative to say, it is that I feel that the scoreline flattered them a lot. The scoreline made the game look a lot closer than it was, and it actually wasn't at all. Spurs got Spurs got outplayed, they got outdone, they got outfought, they got out everything. We're just a better team than Spurs. I mean, I was confident going into the game because I just thought, listen, if we play our best and they play our best, we're gonna have too much from them. And it turns out we did. I didn't actually, you know what? On the balance of the play, I actually didn't think it would be that easy. Oh, I thought you were gonna derail our season, Jamie O'Hara. I thought Spurs are gonna stop us winning the league. What happened today? What happened to that? Nah? No win, no victory, nah. Stupid little... Anyway. I hate that football club so much. But, yeah, good win, man. Good win. I mean, City won today. Beating Forest. I mean, it's funny because we're going to have to rely on Spurs to do us a favour, man, because it doesn't look like anyone else is going to do us a favour. Like, they just keep rolling over for Man City. I mean, you see Brighton the other day. I mean, at least Forest had a go today. Forest had a few chances to score today before they did in the first half. And I was kind of half watching the game. Well, I didn't really. I was half watching the game throughout the second half, but I watched more of the first half. And yeah, Forest are in that game, and at least they gave it a go. Like Brighton the other day just rolled over, and I don't know what they was doing for. I think it was their third goal. We were trying to play out from the back and just ended up giving the ball to Foden, and it was just pathetic, man. I mean. Yeah, but I don't think, Wolves and Fulham, I don't think they're going to have the capability to do anything against Manchester City. I mean, Wolves have got a decent record against Manchester City, to be fair, even home and away. But, yeah, it's only really the Spurs game I'm looking at. West Ham ain't going to do us no favours. That's on top of that, they're actually terrible at the minute. Although they did pull up for a result yesterday against Liverpool, but, yeah, the whole Declan Rice thing, I can't see them really playing out of their skin in that game. If anything, I think they'll do the opposite because I think they're just a club like that. But yeah, man. If Tottenham got anything about them, if they got any sort of pride left in their football club, if they want to achieve their own goals and everything to do with that, then yeah, they'll show up on the day. Forget about Arsenal. Focus on what you want. You want Champions League. If you want Champions League, you got to win, love. You got to win, mush. Don't you? You shit. No, I'm trying so hard not to swear and just... But yeah, I just can't stand that football club, man. It's the delusion of grandeur that gets you. It's like their fans just talk like they've got some sort of God-given right to be considered one of the big boys when they won fuck all for like 50 years. Yeah, anyway, fuck them. Anyway, if you like the video, press the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.